Remember when space travel meant cramped quarters, endless switches, and control panels that looked like something from a 1960s sci-fi movie? Those days are over. In the golden era of space exploration, astronauts squeezed into tight capsules filled with complicated controls, accepting discomfort as part of the job. But in 2023, space travel has undergone a revolution that few could have predicted. SpaceX's Crew Dragon has transformed our concept of spacecraft interiors. No longer are astronauts forced to endure claustrophobic conditions in Russian Soyuz capsules. Instead, they experience spaciousness, comfort, and cutting-edge technology that makes other spacecraft seem like relics from another century. With room for 7 passengers, panoramic windows, touchscreen controls, and interior temperatures that can be adjusted between 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, Crew Dragon isn't just a spacecraft. It's the first true luxury vehicle designed for the stars. The statistics speak for themselves. 15 successful missions, 56 passengers from various countries, and a perfect safety record. While competitors like Boeing's Starliner struggle with technical issues and NASA's Orion faces an uncertain future, SpaceX's creation stands alone as the gold standard of modern space transportation. Welcome to Elon Musk's 24 Hours, where today we're taking you on an exclusive tour inside the spacecraft that's making astronauts never want to fly anything else. Let's dive right in. For years, our astronauts endured the cramped 3-seat Russian Soyuz capsules on missions to the International Space Station. These reliable but uncomfortable vehicles gave astronauts just enough room to survive, not thrive. Crew Dragon changed the game entirely. With its impressive interior volume, astronauts enjoy generous legroom and high ceilings that significantly reduce the risk of head bumps in zero gravity. The spacecraft typically carries 4 crew members, but was engineered to accommodate up to 7 people when needed. This spaciousness proved crucial during an emergency in early 2023. When the Russian Soyuz MS-22 spacecraft experienced a critical coolant leak while docked to the ISS, NASA needed to add a 5th seat to Dragon for astronaut Frank Rubio. No other current spacecraft could have handled this contingency with such flexibility. Below the seats, a cargo pallet can store approximately 230 kilograms of equipment and supplies, another advantage over competing vehicles. This balance of human comfort and practical utility demonstrates SpaceX's understanding that space missions require both. Crew Dragon was designed to be an enjoyable ride, SpaceX proudly claims, and they've delivered. 4 strategically placed windows allow passengers to witness breathtaking views of Earth, the Moon, and the vast cosmos directly from their seats. Those seats represent aerospace engineering at its finest, constructed from premium carbon fiber and wrapped in luxurious Alcantara cloth, the same material found in high-end sports cars. Each seat is custom molded to the astronaut's body measurements, providing crucial support during high G forces of launch and re-entry. The environmental control and life support system allows precise temperature adjustments between 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 27 degrees Celsius. A seemingly small feature that makes a tremendous difference during extended missions. Previous spacecraft offered limited climate control, forcing astronauts to adapt to often uncomfortable cabin temperatures. And yes, Dragon has a toilet, officially called the Crew Dragon Waste Removal System. Located on the ceiling, orientation doesn't matter in zero-G, it uses airflow technology to direct waste into specialized containers. As former NASA astronaut Garrett Reisman humorously noted, "I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of pooping on Dragon, since the human digestive system typically slows during the initial hours of spaceflight." For private missions not requiring ISS docking, like the groundbreaking Polaris Dawn mission, Dragon offers an extraordinary upgrade. The standard international docking system port can be replaced with a 1.2-meter plexiglass observation dome, providing panoramic views similar to the beloved cupola module on the ISS. This transforms Dragon from transportation into an observation platform for taking in the majesty of space. Dragon's most visible departure from traditional spacecraft design is its control system. Gone are the overwhelming arrays of physical switches, dials, and analog gauges that defined earlier NASA capsules from Mercury through Apollo. In their place, 3 large touchscreens dominate the forward section, positioned in front of the 4 side-by-side seats. Each display can show up to 10 different data sets simultaneously, allowing crew members to monitor specific systems with unprecedented clarity. Doug Hurley, commander of SpaceX's historic first crewed mission in May 2020, explained, "You have an overall systems page on the screen, and then you can drill down into individual pages. There's a total of 25 to 30 individual pages, and SpaceX may have added some more since my flight." This digital approach represents a fundamental rethinking of human spacecraft interaction. The screens work perfectly with the specialized gloves of SpaceX's sleek spacesuits, and the interface is intuitive enough that astronauts can operate critical functions even under stress. While NASA initially expressed concern about the absence of physical controls, extensive testing proved the system's reliability. If one screen fails, the others can display all critical information. If all screens fail, an extremely unlikely scenario, physical backup controls hidden beneath panels provide the final redundancy layer. Beneath Dragon's comfortable interior lies an unprecedented safety system. The capsule operates autonomously by default, a spacecraft designed to fly itself while requiring minimal crew input. This automation represents the first line of defense against human error. If anomalies occur, SpaceX ground controllers become the second safety layer, troubleshooting and issuing commands remotely. Only if both automated systems and ground control fail would astronauts need to take manual control, a situation that has never occurred in Dragon's operational history. The hardware safety systems are equally impressive. 8 SuperDraco engines mounted in the capsule's sidewalls can fire within milliseconds of detecting a launch anomaly, pulling the crew to safety from a failing rocket at any point during ascent. This innovation eliminates the traditional disposable escape tower, significantly reducing weight while improving reliability. Unlike conventional spacecraft that house critical systems in expendable service modules, Dragon integrates life support, thrusters, and propellant tanks directly into the reusable capsule. 16 smaller Draco thrusters positioned around the spacecraft provide precise attitude control and orbital maneuvers. For re-entry protection, Dragon employs a Pika-X heat shield, an advanced material developed by SpaceX based on NASA technology, capable of withstanding temperatures exceeding 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 1,650 degrees Celsius. 6 parachutes, 2 drogues and 4 mains, safely slow the capsule for splashdown, an upgrade from Dragon 1's 5 parachute system. The trunk section, jettisoned before re-entry, connects the capsule to the Falcon 9 rocket while housing solar panels integrated directly into its structure. This design eliminates the deployment mechanisms required by earlier spacecraft with unfoldable arrays, removing potential failure points. Technical specifications only tell part of the story. Astronauts who've experienced Dragon provide the most compelling endorsements. Bob Behnken, one of the first to fly on Crew Dragon, described the launch, "Dragon was huffing and puffing all the way into orbit. We were definitely riding a Dragon all the way up. It was not the same smooth ride as the space shuttle. A little bit less G, but a little bit more alive is probably the best way I would describe it." This description reveals Dragon's design philosophy. It doesn't eliminate the sensation of spaceflight, but instead makes it manageable and even exhilarating. European Space Agency astronaut Andreas Mogensen highlighted another advantage. "What I noticed in particular was the smoothness of the landing. The Dragon lands in the water, and I think that makes a big difference. This water landing, returning to the splashdown approach of the Apollo era, proves gentler on human bodies than the harsh impact of Soyuz's land-based touchdown, which cosmonauts have compared to being in a car accident. Dragon's dominance becomes even more apparent when compared to its competitors. Boeing's CST-100 Starliner was once considered Dragon's equal, a spacecraft designed to carry up to 7 crew members with advanced avionics and life support systems, rated for missions lasting up to 7 months in low Earth orbit. However, Starliner has been plagued by setbacks. NASA's Aerospace Safety Advisory Panel noted that while Boeing has made progress addressing some anomalies, the primary issue with Starliner's propulsion system remains unresolved, with teams still working to determine the root cause. Meanwhile, NASA's Orion spacecraft, despite claims that its heat shield issues have been resolved, faces an uncertain future. Rumors persist that NASA's Space Launch System, SLS, might be canceled, leaving Orion's role in the upcoming Artemis missions in question. This situation has created an unprecedented scenario. Dragon remains the only operational American spacecraft capable of carrying humans to the International Space Station. The two astronauts currently stranded on the ISS due to Boeing Starliner's technical issues will likely return to Earth aboard a Dragon capsule, the ultimate vote of confidence in SpaceX's creation. Dragon's success has positioned SpaceX to extend human spaceflight capabilities beyond Earth orbit. While Starship represents the company's long-term vision for interplanetary travel, modified Dragon variants may play crucial roles before Starship is fully operational. NASA has already selected a larger variant, called Dragon XL, to deliver cargo to the Lunar Gateway Station as part of the Artemis program. This version maintains Dragon's core design philosophy while adding capabilities for deep space operations. SpaceX engineers have also conceptualized further modifications that could enable short-duration lunar orbit missions. While not capable of landing on the moon, these enhanced Dragons could transport astronauts from Earth to lunar orbit and back, a capability that exists nowhere else in the current commercial spaceflight sector. As competing vehicles continue struggling with technical issues and development delays, Dragon's reliability, versatility, and constant evolution ensure that SpaceX will remain the premier provider of human access to space for years to come. What SpaceX has achieved with Crew Dragon extends far beyond creating a better spacecraft. They've fundamentally redefined our expectations of space travel. Just as commercial aviation evolved from basic transportation to emphasize passenger comfort, Dragon represents the crucial first step toward making spaceflight not just possible, but accessible and even enjoyable. While Starship will eventually take humans to Mars, Crew Dragon has already delivered something equally important: proof that space travel can be both safe and dignified. Every innovation, from its spacious cabin to its intuitive controls to its reliable safety systems, serves as a blueprint for humanity's spacefaring future. As we've seen, there's simply no comparison between Dragon and its competitors. When astronauts consistently prefer one spacecraft over all others, that's the ultimate endorsement. Dragon isn't just winning the commercial space race, it's rewriting the rules entirely. If you've enjoyed this inside look at the spacecraft revolutionizing human access to orbit, hit the like button and share this video with fellow space enthusiasts. Drop a comment letting us know what SpaceX technology you'd like us to explore next. Don't forget to subscribe to Elon Musk 24 Hours for more exclusive coverage of SpaceX innovations, Tesla breakthroughs, and all things transforming our future. Hit that notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Until next time, keep looking up. The future of space travel has never looked brighter.